Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. We'll be talking about how to differentiate non-natural logarithms, okay? We're going to talk about that now. In the previous video, we talked about how to differentiate natural logarithms. Before I go on, please, if you've not subscribed, liked or shared this video, I don't know what you are waiting for, please don't forget to do so. And don't forget to click the notification bell so when I post new videos, you'll be the first person to know. So in the previous videos, we talked about how to differentiate natural logarithm, where we talked about log e, okay, or you can call it ln x. So in the previous video, I talked about this, okay? So when you have something like y is equal to, so for instance, you can have y is equal to ln 5x, or you can write it as equal to log to base e of 5x is the same thing, all right? Now, what we want to talk about how do you find y is equal to, instead of having log to base e, you're going to have log to base a of a particular function, okay? So where a is a constant, all right? So where a is a constant, so usually a positive constant, all right? Or instead of putting a constant, what about if I just write is the base of the log? So that might be, most people might understand it, is the base of the log. All right, so the base of the logarithm, and f of x is a function. All right, so you have something like this. So for instance, we're told to find y is equal to log 3x to base 5. Okay, so for instance, we're told to find the derivative of log 3x to base 5. How will you go about it? Okay, so in the previous one, it was log x to base e, all right? But now we're having a particular function of log x to a particular base, all right? So we want to talk about this type of logarithm and how to differentiate it. Now, in order to do this, we have three rules or steps. Now, the first thing you have to do is that you have to differentiate, okay, the f of x to give the derivative. So let's call the derivative f prime x. So basically what I'm saying, what you have here, it could be 3x, it could be x squared plus 5, it does not really matter. You have to differentiate it to get an answer. Now, after you've differentiated that, the next thing you then do is you then multiply the function, that is the f of x, all right, by the ln of the base a, okay? So in this case is the a, all right? So you multiply the function by the ln of the base, okay? Then after you've done that, the final thing you then do is that you then divide the answer from step 1 okay, with the answer from step 2. Okay, so let me explain this, all right? So let's go back to that y is equal to log to base a f of x. So assuming we have this, now step 1 is saying that we have to differentiate f of x. So that means the f of x we have here using any of the rules we've talked about earlier. So you differentiate it to get the f prime x. Is that okay? Now, when you've done that, the next step 2, now it's saying that you have to multiply the function by the ln of the base. So that means the function we have here, so you're going to be f of x multiplied by the ln of the base, and the ln is what? Ln a, and that will give you ln a f of x, okay? Or you can say f of x ln a, so anyhow you want to write it, or you can write it as f of x ln a. Anyone you want to write it, you can write it like that. Now the next thing, step 3, Step 3 said you now have to divide the answer from step 1 with the answer from step 2. The answer from step 1, so that means the dy over dx, will be the answer from step 1, which is f prime x, divided by the answer from step 2, which is going to be f of x ln a. And that is it. All right. Now let me pick some examples for you to make sense to you, make more sense to you. Let's go. So we're gonna have this one here. So we have y is equal to log 5 3x. Okay, so let's go. So step 1, we have to differentiate the power here. So it's gonna become 3x. When differentiate 3x is going to give you what? 3. Step 2, you have to multiply the function by the ln of the base. So we have to multiply the function, which is 3x, multiplied by the ln of the base, going to give you ln 5. And this is going to give you what? 3x ln 5. Then step 3, to get the dy over dx, we need to divide the answer from step 1 with the answer from step 2. So that will give you 3 divided by 3x ln 5. And this 3 can cancel this 3, and that will give you 1 over what? X ln 5. Okay? Then let's pick another one. Let's say we have y is equal to, let's say log 10 to, or log x to base 10. Let's pick this one. So step 1, you differentiate this. So x, when you differentiate that, is going to give you 1. Step 2, you multiply the original one, x multiplied by what? Ln 10, and that will give you what? X ln 10. Are you seeing it? Step 3, it should now be dy over dx. It's going to be the answer you get there, 1 over x ln 10. So 1 divided by x ln 10. And that is that. Okay, so let me pick one more. Okay, so let's say we have y is equal to log to base 3 4x cubed. All right, or that's log 4x cubed to base 3. Step 1, you differentiate the power. So you have 4x cubed. When you differentiate 4x cubed, it's going to give you 12x squared. So 3 times 4 will give you 12. And 3 minus 1 will give you squared. So please, if you've not revised the power rule, please go back and revise it. All right. So step 2, what you then have the 4x cubed multiplied by the ln of what? 3. Okay. And this will now give you 4x cubed ln what? Ln 3. Step 3, the dy over dx is going to be equal to 12x squared divided by 4x cubed ln 3. And if you want to simplify this further, dy over dx, we have 12x squared divided by 4x cubed ln 3. 4 with, let me use another color for this. So 4 here, 1, 4 here, 3. 2 of this will cancel 1 of that. So you're going to be left with 3 over x ln 3. And that will be the what? The dy over what? Dx. All right, good. So I want you to try this once, okay? I want you to try. So try this one. So we have y is equal to log 7 5x. Number 2, we have y is equal to log 10 3x. Number 3, we have y is equal to log 8x. And number 4, we have y is equal to log 5 3x squared. And all this, we use it to find, want you to find the dy over what? Dx. Okay, so as usual, put the answers, solve this and write your answers in the comment section, or you can discuss with a friend. And if you're still struggling, you can send me an email, or if you see me around, you can stop me and ask me a question, and I'll be happy to help you. All right, so that is that for that. Okay, so we've talked about how to differentiate logarithm. So the next one, the next mechanism we're going to talk about now is how do you differentiate trigonometry? How to differentiate a trigonometry function, the sine, the cosine, and the rest of it. So we're going to talk about how you differentiate it in the next video. And so that you'll be aware when I post the next video, make sure you subscribe and click notification bell. So when I post the next video, you'll be the first person to know. All right. So I'm going to see you soon, and I'll see you in the next video.